Hello everyone, welcome back. This video lecture for class 8 subject science chapter number 8, and that is reaching the age of adolescence, right? This is very important chapter because in this chapter we will learn the different transition phases of our life. What is adolescence? And in short we can say adolescence is the period of life when the body undergoes changes leading to reproductive maturity, isn't it? मतलब ये जो एज होती है इसी एज में हमारे बॉडी पार्ट्स, मेन बॉडी पार्ट्स और रिप्रोडक्टिव बॉडी पार्ट्स डेवलप हो जाते हैं. So in detail study we are going to start the chapter. The topics to be covered by this chapter: adolescence. What is the adolescence? Then we will discuss about puberty and the primary changes which seems during the puberty period. Later on we will discuss on changes in body shape like Adam's apple and all. And next we will discuss about the development of sex organs. So let's start here. Yes, here the different stages of life is given. First of all, before going to start the chapter, we must know what is the ages, what is the different age group period, isn't it? So first of all, 0 to 2 years we can say this is the period which is called infancy. That means जो पीरियड जिसमें एकदम बेबी बॉर्न होता है, इन्फेंट है ना. सो दिस इज द लाइफ period, this is the phase of the period that is called infancy. Next, after 2 years, that means 3 years to 12 year, that age is childhood, isn't it? जिस एज में हम मस्ती करते हैं, पूरे मस्त गुनगुनाते रहते हैं, किसी दुनिया की कोई चिंता परवाह नहीं होती है. आफ्टर दैट 12 years, the main age of the is this in which about we are going to discuss about this topic in this our lesson, that is adolescence age. That is the age of 13 to 19 years, the age in which our main reproductive part of the body maturity is seen in this age. And next is the adulthood, the age that is comes in the category of 20 to 40 years, the age that is called adulthood. And after 40 years, the age which is counted as old age. So in detail we are going to study about, first of all we will discuss about infancy. So this is the age of growth of baby from birth to 2 years. मतलब baby जब से born हुआ, after 9 months when comes it, when mother delivered the baby, that is called infant. And what is the infancy age? The infant when born, from the day of the born to till 2 years, that age is called infancy. As you are able to see here, small baby is seeing without any tension, without any worry. यही तो एज होती है ना जिसमें हमें कोई दुनिया की चिंता परवाह फिक्र नहीं होती, हमें कुछ पता नहीं होती क्या होता है, बस खाना है और सो जाना है, isn't it? So next stage, that is called childhood. After infancy, the age which comes, that is called childhood age. As you are able to see here, the boys which are both all are enjoying, है ना, हंस रहे हैं, घूम रहे हैं, खेल रहे हैं. सो दिस इज़ द एज ऑफ 3 to 12 years, जिसमें हम सबको टीजेस करते हैं, परेशान करते हैं. बाद में पता चलता है कि भाई नहीं, हमने गलत किया, लेकिन तब तो हम चाइल्डहुड एज को एंजॉय करते होते हैं. नेक्स्ट एज दैट इज़ कॉल्ड आफ्टर 12 years, that age is called adolescence. That is the age period is called 13 to 19 years. So this is the period of transition from childhood to adulthood. मतलब child से हम adulthood age में जो आ रहे हैं, that period is called adolescence. Under this period we all are generally teenagers age is also this called. Here you are able to see the girls, teenager girls are seems here, isn't it? And these because they cover the period of the teens, है ना. कौन सा period वो cover कर रही है? teens period. So this age is also called teenager age, which can include like 13 to 18 or 19 years of age. Next, here very important term of this chapter, that is puberty, right? We have an important term of this chapter, that is puberty. Now what is the puberty? We can say the period of adolescence during which an adolescent reaches sexual maturity and become able to have children. मतलब ये वो एज होती है जिसमें एक हम चाइल्डहुड एज को क्रॉस करके इस एडोलसेंस एज में आते हैं, और ये इसी एज में हमारे सेक्सुअल ऑर्गन्स एंड मच्योरिटी पीरियड स्टार्ट हो जाता है. जब बेबी मच्योर, बेबी दैट मीन्स चाइल्डहुड पीरियड से जो एक चाइल्ड निकलता है तो उसकी मच्योरिटी दिखती है इस एज में. एंड सेकेंड थिंग, he or she reaches on the sexual maturity, isn't it? Or we can say this is the age under which the sexual organs in the boy, male and female, it starts to develop, or we can say it will be complete till 18 to 19 years तक उनके this type of organs completely developed. So this is the age where period when 6 hormones are produced in boy and girls and they become sexually mature. So how could they sexually mature? Because obviously अगर उनकी बॉडी में 6 hormones secretion start हो जाता है तो उनकी बॉय और गर्ल की बॉडी में सेक्शुअली maturity आ जाती है. That means sexual maturity, that means boys, already we have learned in reproduction in animals chapter, sexual reproduction, under which we have learned that in boys the gametes creates, that is named by sperm, and in girls in ovary eggs produces. So these are the sexual mature period. Next, if we talk about puberty, under the boys attain puberty at the age of 14 to 15 years. That means एक boy में जो puberty age होती है, that means we can't say boys or girls start to mature at same time, है ना. boys और girls में comparatively girls they start develop little bit later, right? पहले गर्ल्स में प्यूबरिटी एज दिखने लगती है, दैट इज जनरली एज इज कॉल्ड 11 years. बट इफ़ यू टॉक अबाउट द बॉयज़, इफ दे आर attaining that phase, puberty phase, that is the age of 14 to 15 years. So comparatively we can say in girls the puberty period will start earlier than boys. So what are the changes seen in the during puberty period? What are the changes are seen in the puberty period, or we can say teenagers, isn't it? So first of all, as you are able to see here, the change is looks in the body shape, है ना. यहाँ पे इमेज में क्लियर दिख रहा है उनकी बॉडी शेप में कम्प्लीटली चेंजेस आना स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं. सो फर्स्ट चेंज विच इज सीम्स, दैट इज इंक्रीज इन हाइट, राइट. Here we can say increase in height, all parts are not increased or altogether. Suppose some eyes, nose, lips, face, arm, legs, all parts are not start to increase at the same time. First of all, increasing in height seems in arms and legs bones. ठीक है, आर्म और लेग्स वाला पार्ट पहले इंक्रीज होता है, आफ्टर देन अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी विल स्टार्ट टू इंक्रीज. Second thing, the change in body shape, obvious. First of all, the change looks in height. पहले बेबी की चाइल्ड की हाइट में चेंज दिखता है when he or she comes in the teenager age. After then, their body shape is looks also change. Next, change in voice is also seems, and increased activity of sweat gland. That means उनकी बॉडी में sweating gland से secretion of the sweating will start increase, है ना. Secret ऑफ स्वेटिंग होता सारी एज में है ना, सारी एजेस में सीक्रेट होता है स्वेट, बट in the age of adolescence, in the age of teenager, sweating gland activity will be increased. That means sweating secretion will be increased. Changes in teenagers. Now which type of changes seen in the teenagers? First of all, we will talk about development of sex organs. Fine. So here we can say already we have discussed the changes which are seen, first height, then shape, and then voice, and after then we have talked about sweat gland. And next, which the topics which are developed in teenager, which is under that development, we can say their sex organs are also developed in this age, in the age of adolescence. production of sex hormones that stimulate gametes production, isn't it? Already we have talked about sex hormones, that means उनकी बॉडी में जो सेक्स हॉर्मोन्स हैं वो सीक्रेशन स्टार्ट हो जाता है इस एज में. दैट इन द गर्ल्स वी कैन से दैट इज़ द एज ऑफ 11 ईयर्स इससे स्टार्ट हो जाता है टिल 18 to 19 years. And if we talk about boys, they start attend the this phase on the age of after 13 to 14 years, isn't it? So उनकी बॉडी में सेक्स हार्मोन सिक्रेशन स्टार्ट हो जाता है एंड ड्यू टू सेक्स हार्मोन सिक्रेशन जेमीट्स प्रोडक्शन. एंड वी ऑलरेडी नो व्हाट आर द जेमीट्स ऑफ द मेल कैटेगरी. दे स्टार्ट टू प्रोड्यूस स्पर्म, isn't it? इस टाइप के हार्मोन्स के सिक्रेशन के कारण व्हाट विल स्टार्ट, गेमेट्स प्रोडक्शन विल स्टार्ट. दैट मीन्स स्पर्म विल स्टार्ट टू प्रोडक्ट इन बॉयज एंड इन गर्ल्स ovaries eggs will start to produce. So become mentally, emotionally, they will be mature in this age. Generally teenagers age we can see that they are not only physically mature but mentally and emotionally they looks also mature at teenager age. So first of all we will detail study about the increase in height. That means at the puberty time how their body's height is increased. So we can say during puberty sudden increase in height take place, है ना. यही एज हो जाती है जिसमें उनका सडन हाइट में इंक्रीज होना स्टार्ट हो जाता है. दिस हैपन ड्यू टू इलोंगेशन ऑफ लॉन्ग बोन्स ऑफ लेग्स एंड आर्म्स. ऑलरेडी वी हैव डिस्कस कि उनके बॉडी पार्ट सारे इक्वली एक ही टाइम पे उनकी हाइट में इंक्रीज नहीं दिखता, बट initially it looks in the legs and arms bone, right, that make a person tall, जिसके कारण कोई भी पर्सन हमें टॉल दिखने लगता है, isn't it? So during puberty hormones signal the body to grow faster because puberty time hormone secretion is also increased, है ना. हार्मोन सिक्रेशन भी इंक्रीज हो जाते हैं और जैसे हार्मोन सिक्रेशन इंक्रीज हो जाएंगे तो हमारी बॉडी के सारे पार्ट्स ग्रो होना स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं. इन बॉयज़ increase in height, if we talk about boys, it will start to increase in height in 13 years of age, and in girls it start in 11 years age. Next we have already discussed the point change in body shape, how their body shape is changed. As we see हमारी बॉडी में जैसे ही हम टीनेजर एज में आते हैं तो जनरली वी हैव नोटिस, है ना, कि हमारे शोल्डर्स इंक्रीज़ हो जाते हैं, बॉयज़ में बाइसेप्स वगैरह इंक्रीज़ हो जाते हैं, बट गर्ल्स में एट दैट टाइम मसल्स ग्रोथ होता है. मसल्स ग्रोथ हम सबकी बॉडी में होता है, ईदर ही इट इज़ मेल और फीमेल, मेल हो या फीमेल हो सब में मसल्स इंक्रीज़ होता है. बट कंपैरेटिवली इफ़ वी टॉक अबाउट फीमेल इट लुक्स फैट टिश्यूज़ आर इंक्रीज्ड in compare of muscle tissues. So both boys and girls there is an increase in muscle growth. Here we can see the boy's figure is given, है ना. बॉय का बॉडी का शेप कैसा दिख रहा है हमें, हमकी बॉडी का मसल्स टिश्यू इंक्रीज हो रहा है एंड गर्ल्स है फास्टर इंक्रीज इन द फैट टिश्यू. दैट मीन्स मसल टिश्यू तो दोनों में ही इंक्रीज होना स्टार्ट हो जाता है क्योंकि उनकी बॉडी का शेप चेंज हो रहा है. बॉयज़ में जनरली दिस टाइप ऑफ चेंजेस सीन दैट देयर शोल्डर्स आर इंक्रीज, देयर बाइसेप्स आर इंक्रीज, इजंट इट. बट इफ़ यू टॉक अबाउट गर्ल का फिगर लाइक कर्वियर अपीयरेंस लुक्स, है ना. गर्ल्स में कर्वियर अपीयरेंस दिखता है बिकॉज ड्यू टू इट्स फैट टिश्यू इंक्रीजिंग ऑन द फैट टिश्यू. गर्ल्स appearance, girls shape wise they are seems like curvier appearance, isn't it? Changes in voice, again one important topic. So at puberty the voice box or the larynx, what is the mean by voice box? As you are able to see this part is called voice box, right? So voice box का दूसरा नाम है larynx. And larynx begin to also grow in teenager. At the puberty time larynx also grow and that change is seen in only boys. Fine. In girls it take place also but it looks in boys throat. As you are able to see ये थ्रोट वाला जो पोर्शन प्रोट्यूट हो जाता है ना, प्रोट्यूट फ्रॉम द थ्रोट पोर्शन. Boys develop large voice box. In girls, larynx is hardly visible because of its small size. Girls में इसका size small होता है in comparatively boys. Here boy seems है ना, boy का throat में कुछ protrude from the throat part is seems. It is prominent. Due to prominent, it is protrude from the throat, and that is also named. Just a minute. That is also named Adam's apple. That is also named Adam's apple. Here apple means not that fruit like apple, isn't it? Here the name is given to voice box, that is Adam's apple, which generally seems in boys, which generally seems in male category. Girls में भी larynx में changes आता है, but it look like small size का होने के कारण नहीं दिखता है. So we can say to protrude from the throat, and it is named by Adam's apple. Increasing activity of sweat glands. So here this is the age, puberty age or adolescence age, when sweating glands start to secrete the sweat in लार्ज अमाउंट, इज़न्ट इट. ये जो एज होती है, इसी एज में स्वेट ग्लैंड भी ज़्यादा स्वेटिंग सीक्रेशन स्टार्ट हो जाता है. एंड सेकेंड थिंग, ऑयल ग्लैंड्स ऑल्सो स्टार्ट द एक्टिविटी मच मोर. सो ड्यू टू ऑयली स्किन जनरली acne and pimples are seen on the face, right? Acne and pimples are seen on the face, as you are able to see here on this figure. Their acne are seams, right? So this is due to the oil glands. This is due to the sweating secretion. जितना ज़्यादा sweating निकलेगा, obviously skin will looks like oily, and due to oiliness the skin will get acne and pimples. Moving further, the next topic of the puberty, that is development of sex organs, right? So about this thing we have detailed studied in last previous chapter, that was reproduction in animals, under which we have talked about testes. Testes is the male reproductive part, right? Testes is the male reproductive part, and ovary is the female reproductive part. So male and female reproductive part start to produce in this age. इसी age में testes and ovaries gametes start to produce sperm and egg. Obviously testes start to create product sperm, and in ovaries what will start to produce, that is eggs. As you are able to see, this is the figure, male reproductive parts, and this is the female reproductive parts, where we have talked about the testes. Testes are the sac-like structure which produce sperm, and ovaries, here both of the side the ovaries have the two pair of the ovaries, and under which ovaries what are produced, eggs are produced. So till here we have completed the changes mostly seen at the puberty, or development of the sex organs, changes in body shape, Adam's apple, and we have discussed about the height, isn't it? In next video lecture we will detail study about the secondary sexual characters. Till that, take care. Goodbye.